David, you are back from your trip of ending FGM. You've got a new End FGM shirt on. Good job, way to go.
Thank you.
Let me ask. Many people in the audiences are wondering, why are you King David? Why the name King David?
Well, when I was still a youth, I used to sing and rap as a musician, and so people used to call me because I'm David. They used to call me King David. But apart from that, I find myself going through what King David in the Bible used to go. God uses me, but also there is a lot of battles in my life. But I thank God that I'm making it for His glory. So that's where we got the King David from. One day I will rap for you.
Okay. We'll let the audience hear that. Okay, on your trip, you did three things. You did End FGM. Actually, you did four things. End FGM, Delivering Dignity, Project 97, and the Jesus film. Talk about ending FGM. How did that go first?
Yeah, we had a good number of team of people who came around between 250 to 300 people. When we arrived, wow, we realized that, we found people actually waiting for us in the church. And so they were yearning to learn more of what we are bringing. Remember, when we are going to teach them, we never tell them that we are bringing NFGM. We'll tell them it's a training on health and lifestyle. So once we started with the community dialogue, and we asked them what are the challenges of this community, and they were very easy to pinpoint FGM as one of the key problems. And so it was easy for us to get into the FGM and talk to them. One thing that amazed me on the last day was to see one man standing up and saying that we are sorry. We never knew that our women go through these moments. And we are not sure if our girls are in pain or they are not happy, because even when they are coming to greet us, they come bowing their hand. So we place their hand on their, we place our hands on the end. So we are not able to learn their facial expression. And so they said they are very sorry, the men, and they will unite with women to end FGM in that area.
Well, that's wonderful. So the whole village agreed to end FGM. Were the cutters there?
I was not able to recognize if we end some cutters this time.
Yeah, hard to know that. Okay, you also did Delivering Dignity. How did that go? Did you go to a school for that?
No, the school were closed, so I had over 200 girls coming to the church. The pastor had mobilized them, so they came to church, and I had my ladies team talk to the girls about sanitary towels and matters of hygiene. But also, as we were doing out, giving out food to the villagers, we got a low light in our meeting when we found a girl who was disabled on her both leg, and then she also had a spinal injury. So she was not able to help her go to herself during stool or when she's going for a short call. And so we asked the mother, so what happens during her cycle? And the mother could not talk. She just shook her hand. And so I knew it's quite a big problem when she is disabled, there's nobody to help her, and then a cycle comes along and she cannot feel when the urine or stool comes. And so we were talking with my team, it was such kind of a sad situation. So we gave out some reusable sanitary towels, but also this brought out a new need for some few people that we might now venture into having more reusable diapers. So we talked with Joscan, and so she will be making some few, even if it's like 10 reusable diapers, so that when we find such kind of cases, these kind of girls can get help. And so this also sends out the message for the girls who don't have sanitary towels and they are physically disabled. So this Delivering Dignity project is really required when we go to the village places.
That's beautiful. So David, how many kits or how many Delivering Dignity pads did you hand out to the girls? How many girls were there?
We end around 275 sanitary towels. So we managed to give around 220 on one meeting. And then the others we were giving them on homestead as we give out food to the people we visited.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
are the girls are just overjoyed when they get this, right?
Oh, yes. I'm telling you, when we just told them that we have a gift for them, and we removed the sanitary towels from the bag, everybody, like girls, they were screaming and shouting for joy because these are rare commodities to them. Some completely don't find sanitary towels. Some don't have completely, even the innerwears. So it was a quite a great joy in their face as we gave them out.
Would love a video.
Actually, some mothers were coming and saying, please, can you give us some we take to our girls who have not been able to come? But unfortunately, we were limited.
Yeah. Would love a
Yeah.
video of that right before when you hand those out. Would love a video of all that joy.
Yes.
So Project 97, you handed out food. How bad is the drought?
The drought is very bad because they are saying around for the last 4 to 5 years, they have not been able to harvest any kind of food. So one of the key problem was that many of the men have left out the area in search of food because almost every homestead that we visited, we did not find men. It's only few who are very old and some pastors who are around the village. So whenever we trying to give out some food, actually we were forced not to give some in the church because uh, the crowd and people started running to the church. So we stopped and we just gave those who are in the line and the elderly, so that we left the others so that the pastor could be able to handle them with the chief. Because if we continued, it could have erupted to be like a scramble and a fight or something like that. So there is no food, literally. People are dying of hunger.
So you were able to hand it out at the church to the elderly, and then you also went house to house. Is that correct?
Yes, we went to house, and there is one old man. It could be around 100 years and something. And when we took the food to him and we gave it to him, he just stood up and said, "You know what? I want to bless you, my sons, because this morning I prayed that somebody will come just visit me to bring food, and now you have come. It was at night around 7 to 8, and now you are here with food." So he prayed for us, he spoke blessing upon us and upon everybody who gave out the food.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Mm.
Now, you also did the Jesus film. How did that go?
Yes, we did Jesus film on Friday at night. At least we earned 2 souls coming to Christ, and others also are able to come back and have a fellowship with God more than the way they have been living before. It was also the first time the villagers were able to see Jesus film in their own language, the Maasai language.
Probably one of the first times they've ever seen a film, period, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
We give
And
God the glory.
how big was your team? You had 7, 8?
We were eight. We were eight. That is with plus the cameraman. We were eight. Yeah.
And overall, on a 1 to 10, what do you give it?
I'll give it an 8 because at the end of the day, this was one of the training or conference where you could feel the spirit of God moving and people crying and worshiping God, and the men saying, now women, we understand when you are pregnant, what you go through. I mean, you could see from their heart expressing themselves out. We did not find a lot of hardship in the training because they were eager to learn and they were very much open. And again, we thank God, nobody got sick. Our family, all of our family were well. We all came back well. So I feel very much relieved and very much happy.
Amen. And you're soon to head down to Zambia. Tell us 2 seconds about that. What are you going to be doing in Zambia with Ronnie?
Yes, on Sunday, that is less than 5 days ahead of us, we are going to Zambia, whereby we are going to train about the unveiling glory material. We are meeting 50 pastors from Zambia around Lusaka who will engage for 5 days. That is from Monday to Friday. So we end there on Sunday and come back on next week on Monday. So we really require your prayer for as we go, and also for those who are coming, that God will set their heart free to be able to sit down and learn what God has for them.
Amen. I'm certainly praying for that as well.